it's so hard to be a creative person and to long for community, but also feel held back by other people's judgments, namely people that you know or knew. And so when you walk around, or like me, sit down to make a video and you want to share something that you think might be valuable to someone else, and yet you have that person or those people's judgments in your head that just live there constantly. Or they're going to think this about me, or they're going to, think I've put on weight, or that I've let myself go in some way, or oh, it's so cringy that she thinks that she's some kind of YouTuber or content creator or influencer when she doesn't have many subscribers. And so I'm trying to do a whole thing of kind of, like Dua Lipa's third album's name, I want to come from a place of radical optimism, where I'm almost this sort of toxic positivity, where I just block out the noise, block out the doubt, block out people who aren't even in my life anymore from stopping me from getting to where I believe I will get. And speaking of get, I also realize I need to get out of my own way. There have been so many times that I've wanted to press this little red dot to record something, and immediately I just think, oh, I can't do it. I can't do it because I've put on so much weight. I can't do it because my teeth are, not the way I want them to look. I can't do it because no one's going to watch. And I think the most important thing as a creator is to create, right? Painters don't paint because one day someone might look at them in an art gallery. I write, I produce, I sing, I make sketches. I don't do that, all of those things like writing and making songs and things like that, because I think, oh, well, one day someone will listen to these. It's a form of creative expression. I read somewhere that the opposite of depression is expression. I don't know if that's true, but I thought it was an interesting concept. And I thought, okay, well, even those days, because I do have those days, I have days where I think, you know what, I should just sell all of my instruments, sell my equipment, that's like my cameras, my computer, all of my, cancel all of my editing subscriptions and things like that. And I just think, what kind of life would that be? Imagine a life without anything or anyone creative. I'm not saying it's about me and me personally being that important in the world, but just imagine if there was, no art galleries, no music, no films, no television shows, no comic books, nothing. The world would be such a boring place, but even more miserable than it is now, I feel. There are so many songs that I could give as examples that have got me through the hardest of times, but also have become the soundtrack to my life, and even the greatest hits of my life, the highlights, as many people will call them. I know I've done so many videos saying, oh, I'm back, and I'm reintroducing myself all the time, but yeah, this is a video of me just feeling the fear and doing it anyway, and feeling vulnerable, but still striving for visibility and community. And I think, sometimes we set rules for ourselves, like, no, we only can post the most curated, highlights of our lives. And life isn't like that. I kind of want this channel to be a bit more raw and unfiltered. There's still going to be, comedy and music and stuff to come as well, definitely. But I think I just want to focus on growing on this platform together, really. I think that's more important than any fear or insecurity that I might have. Yeah, thanks for watching. And we'll see what comes of this. So yeah, that's it really.